Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good now, bro. What's happening with you, bro?
What's up, man? First off, I want to say thank you for sharing that video where I clipped you like we was having a phone conversation.
Oh yeah, hey, I see you been doing your thing over there on the ground, man. You're growing, baby. That's what's up, man. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, but I just want to talk about something I see. I done caused up a stir of a video I clipped of Steph is cold, and I called it "Say No to Single Mother." And I see I've made some of the step dads and the single mothers mad.
Mm. Well, hey, MPI, you know, being a step dummy is a thankless job, and
Yeah,
everybody think they're doing the right thing until they're not. I argue and say that a lot of the times, man, when guys get in these stepdaddy situations, man, when the relationship fails, your connection to that child has failed as well. You know,
hmm
you know, you've invested. Some of these guys invest 10 years into that child, man. That's not
yeah,
biologically theirs. Once the relationship failed between you and the mother, that child gonna choose his mama side. It's
yeah,
gonna, and there you go. That's a bad investment. You know, so
yeah. And I say I've been in that situation before because fresh out of high school, like a girl I took serious, which I didn't know no better, she had a child, and I was being a stepdad to that child. But when we broke up, she still wanted me to take care of that child like it was my own.
mm.
And fast forward to the day, that same woman, now she got 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, and she working on her second marriage.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. The thing is about it, man. You'll notice relationship to relationship. You know, men sometimes go through 3 marriages. You know, but they learn their lesson. You know what I mean? In the end, some of them never get married again. But you'll notice that a lot of women go through several relationships. I mean,
Mhm.
for most brothers that grew up in a household where they didn't have a father, they can remember at least 3 relationships, 4 or more, that they mama had with different men, even up into their old age. You understand what I'm saying? And the common denominator in all those failed relationships is them, because you know why? They are the gatekeepers. They are responsible who they let in, and you know, all men ain't ain't these disgusting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Or they say, oh, men ain't shit. They generalize men and all that bullshit. That's a lie. You got to figure out what it is about you that's attracting these fucked up ass men. You know, typically, as a man increases his value and he works on himself, because you know we hold ourselves accountable, the quality of women that we deal with tends to increase. You know, so
Yeah. And my homeboy was talking to me about that, about the women. He got on to me because he said, bro, you need to start looking yourself in the mirror and realize the man you are and start dealing with these oversized women. He said, because when you do that, you're enabling them. That's why their attitudes are the way they are.
you ever notice something that happens when you start to kind of recognize your value and your worth and shit? You know how they double back, they'll try to come back. And typically, you know, they didn't want to work on themselves or lose weight or any of that shit when they was in a relationship with you. But as soon as the relationship over with, they quickly try to find a way to justify things and make things your fault. That's why they'll monkey branch or even just quickly jump into a rebound relationship and all this shit to see, look, I got somebody else already. Look at me. I'm worthy. I'm good. You know, that's why a lot of that shit happened. And at the end of the day, like I said earlier, man, men no matter how good you were, matter how much you invested, it's always going to be your fault. It's always going to be a preconceived notion that you were the problem. You were the one that contributed the most to the failure of the relationship. And not going to talk about anything that they did. You know, sometimes when, you know, depending on what kind of man you are, me personally, I have a judgment-free zone. So any woman that interacts with me and we have a conversation, listen, it's an open floor. I'm not going to judge you. But I mean, come on, man. when you see certain things, or you think, yeah, I'm gonna get your ass the side eye a little bit. Shit.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say, then I'm gonna get off so somebody else can get on. I've noticed you. I know you probably been seeing this around, whether it was on Facebook or people post, but I see how women are taking the men talking points and trying to make it fit their narrative. And when I read it, I laugh because I'm like, you can't do that. We're not the same. We're not equal. What men are able to do, women can't do. It's like how they talking about, well, you a baby daddy, you created a single mother. Once that seed is in her, we don't have no control if she gonna have the baby or not.
Mm-mm.
And not only that, like you said before, um, a man having kids versus a woman having kids are two different dynamics. When a woman gets with a man, I ain't never really heard no man say, I need you to help me with my kids. I need you to babysit my kids. Um, can you pay for this and that? But when it's a woman, she gonna ask you, or you gonna end up indirectly helping her kids. And as for me, like I was telling somebody, my homeboy, I said, with my situation, I don't even get to see my own child. So why I'm gonna take care of or keep somebody else's child when I can't even see mine? I
Mm.
feel like if I'm taking care of somebody else's child that ain't mine, I'm cheating on my own child.
Exactly. And this is that's why you didn't heard me say this before. Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, because typically when a man takes on a woman that has children, he is responsible for her and those kids. Typically the woman gonna have custody of the children that he had anyway, so she's not financially tied to those children at all. You understand what I'm saying? Now if she's a good woman, she's gonna be like, bring the kids over. I want to see the kids, spend time. She's gonna encourage you to spend more time with your children. Absolutely, a decent woman anyway.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it ain't gonna be none of that shit. It's gonna be all about her and her goddamn kids. And here's the fucked up thing about all that: you can put in a 4,000 square foot house, 5,000 square foot house, buy a goddamn mommy mobile, minivan, Tahoe, whatever the case may be. You can provide all those things for her and another man's seed, and you will never come first in that house. Sounds like a fucked up deal to me.
It is, but thank you for having me on, and thank you for sharing my videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother. I appreciate you for coming through, man. I see you on the ground, baby.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man, the brother MPI, man. For y'all, for moderators, man, if y'all in there, man, put the Instagram in there. Put his Instagram in there, man, because he been blowing up on his reels, man. I'm a fan of it. I've seen some of his work. He doing some great work over there. So yeah, man.